Hey, what's up, everybody? This video is of Tim Lincecum, and it was analyzed by somebody else, but I really enjoyed watching it. A lot of cool information, so I hope you all like it, and I'll be back in a sec.
Tim Lincecum won the Cy Young in his first 2 years in the majors because he has a very efficient delivery. We will measure Tim's pitching efficiency with a special SOMAX analysis system known as RUSSA, or RSSSA, which stands for Range, Sequence, Separation, Speed, and Alignment. In this video, we will concentrate on range, sequence, separation, and speed. The bigger your range of motion prior to release, the more ball speed you can effortlessly generate as the parts of your body have more time to accelerate. So, let's measure Tim's range during his pitching sequence. The stride angle is the maximum opening between the front and trailing leg during the pitch. Tim's stride angle is 128 degrees. The stride angle is important in pitching because the bigger the stride angle, the more time the pitcher has to get his body up to speed before contacting the ground with his lead foot. An efficient baseball pitcher makes use of his entire body to pitch, not just his arm. At the beginning of his pitch, he hurls his whole body toward the plate. As he touches down, he abruptly stops his lower body moving toward the plate, which then whips his upper body and arm forward. This is what happens to the occupants of a vehicle when it suddenly stops. Their upper bodies are whipped forward. A large stride angle combined with fast hip rotation enables a pitcher to use the large mass and bigger, stronger muscles of his legs and hips to power the pitch. Pitchers who do not have much leg and hip flexibility have small stride angles and large ERAs, as you can see here. They cannot generate much speed or have much control, as they have to overuse their arm to make up for the lack of power from their stiff legs and hips. Hall of Fame pitchers, by contrast, have large stride angles and long, successful careers, as you can see in Nolan Ryan, Greg Maddux, Sandy Koufax, Tom Seaver, Warren Spahn, and Juan Marichal. Lincecum rotates his hips a full 135 degrees prior to releasing the ball. He also rotates his shoulders 135 degrees, extends his back 42 degrees, and rotates his arm back 65 degrees. Tim could actually increase his pitch speed by increasing his external arm rotation. His external arm rotation, as we showed before, is 65 degrees, but other pros have more than 90 degrees, as you can see here. For an efficient range while pitching, you need a minimum of 95 degrees of hip abduction, 60 degrees of hip extension, 60 degrees of internal hip rotation, 110 degrees of trunk rotation, 24 inches of back extension, and 60 degrees of external arm rotation. Baseball pitchers launch the ball in a short orbit around the Earth. Satellites are launched into orbit with a multi-stage rocket. A pitcher is really a 5-stage rocket. Stage 1 is the legs, Stage 2 the hips, Stage 3 the shoulders, Stage 4 the arm, and Stage 5 the hand. A rocket launch and pitch are most successful if their stages are fired in sequence from the ground up. Tim does have an efficient sequence. First he fires his legs by taking a large stride toward the plate, then he rotates his hips, then his shoulders, then he rotates his arm, and finally he fires his hand. During a rocket launch, each stage separates, increasing the speed of the stages above it and the speed of the satellite. Tim has excellent separation between his stages. First he strides toward the plate, and then just before he touches down, he rotates his hips. After he has rotated his hips a full 90 degrees, he then rotates his shoulders. After he rotates his shoulders a full 90 degrees, he then rotates and extends his arm. While he is extending his arm, he is also flexing his wrist, and so does not have the best separation here. You can see the same kind of phenomenal separation in Hall of Fame pitcher Sandy Koufax. Less successful pitchers tend to rotate their hips and shoulders together, as you can see here. In order to achieve this kind of separation between the hips and shoulders, you need a minimum of 110 degrees of trunk rotation. Tim has excellent hip speed because of the flexibility of his legs and hips. Hip speed is important in pitching because it takes advantage of the hidden force multiplier built into every pitcher. The distance from the hip joints to the center of the body is 3 inches. The distance from the ball to the center of the body is 30 inches. 30 divided by 3 is 10. Any increase in hip speed is multiplied 10 times at the ball. It is the same lever system that enables you to fly a toy propeller. The distance from the outside of the shaft to the center of rotation is 1/8 of an inch. The distance from the tip of the propeller to the center of rotation is 4 inches. 4 divided by 1/8 is 32. The speed at which you turn the center shaft is multiplied 32 times at the tip of the propeller. This is why you can't get the propeller to fly by turning the propeller blade. There is no force multiplier in the propeller blade, just as there is no force multiplier in the arm. This is why lifting weights does not really help pitching speed. Tim, for instance, has never lifted weights, but throws his fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour or more. To increase your pitch speed, increase the strength and speed of your hips with the Power Hip Trainer. For fast hips, a pitcher needs a minimum of 60 degrees of internal hip rotation. You can learn how to test your hip strength by viewing our video at www.swing-speed.com.
Well, I hope you guys liked that video. It is actually, it's pretty neat, just to see all the different things that go into maximizing your ability. I saw that a few weeks ago, and I was just like, man, I gotta get that. So, I hope you guys liked it. And, I'll have it posted up here pretty soon, and tell everybody about it. And remember, hey, spread the word about my Kevin Lidle Baseball Academy page for these types of videos on Facebook. I want to try to get as many likes as I can, so help me out, guys. Hey, I will talk to you later, and have a good day. All right, bye.